The scent of wet pine fills the hall as midnight settles on the porch. Old Arthur turns the lamp down low beside his rusty iron torch. The smell of rain on thirsty stone reminds him he is not alone. A velvet breeze bends through the room, soft shadows chase the quiet gloom. He listens close to hear the street where fallen oak leaves softly meet. The pavement drinks the heavy sky while street lights bleed in red. He folds a yellowed letter that his younger brother read. A silver needle finds the groove to spin the muted horn, and water drops upon the glass sing soft until the morn. Damp wool and chamomile bring peace. He sets a saucer on the tray. He watches how the storms increase and wash the dusty thoughts away. His coat still hangs beside the door, shadowed on the parquet floor. Across the lane a streetcar glides where nocturnal traffic hides. The gutters rush with steady beat, warm tea resting at his feet. The pavement drinks the heavy sky while street lights bleed in red. He folds a yellowed letter that his younger brother read. A silver needle finds the groove to spin a muted horn, and water drops upon the glass sing soft until the morn. The mantel clock ticks slow and sweet. Rain splashes down on Elm Tree Street. He nods off in his rocking chair, content within the night air. The dented cup sits on mahogany, catching the amber from the shaded lamp. The porch light flickers through the balcony where shadows gather on the garden ramp. Outside the midnight rain begins to fall, tapping a soft and steady rhythmic beat. I count the years lined up against the wall and wrap the wool blanket around my feet. The kettle sizzles gently on the stove, a quiet comfort for an old routine. I pull a memory from a velvet grove and smile at pictures in a frame unseen. When dark clouds wash the cobblestones down on Fifth, I trace the scratches on this maple board, recalling how we laughed at simple gifts and kept the sweeter fortunes we stored. The storm can shake the glass until it rings, yet softer stillness stays inside these things. The steam rises rises up into the hazy air. As street lamps shimmer through the window pane, I gently rest my arms upon the chair and listen to the rhythm of the rain. The vinyl record turns without a sound, spinning a song we knew a life ago. There is a peaceful grace in what I found here, where the quiet hours slowly flow. Old letters rest inside a tin of tea, tied up in yellow ribbon from the spring. Tonight the weather leaves the city free, and I am grateful for the peace it brings. The dented cup rests on the table edge. The droplets taper to a gentle thread. I lean my back against the window ledge and lay my weary thoughts to bed. A distant taxi tire sizzles through a puddle down the street. The midnight city softens under steady falling rain. Come inside and shake the dampness from your woolen coat. I pull the velvet armchair up beside the yellow light. It has been too long, old friend, since we just sat and talked. Steam rises from the kettle on the stove. Clock upon the mantle ticks so slow. We do not need to rush or worry where the hours go. Just kick off your boots and rest your tired feet. You carried heavy burdens through the darkness of the town, while silver water rattles down the rusted copper spout. We talk of simple pleasures that the years could never drown, and keep the cold outside until the furnace embers die out. Remember when we walked these curbs so many years ago? The jazz club down the alley played that gentle trumpet tune. Now street lights bleed in amber pools on pavement down below, and all we need is quiet space beneath the hidden moon. You carried heavy burdens through the darkness of the town, while silver water rattles down the rusted copper spout. We talk of simple pleasures that the years could never drown, and keep the cold outside until the furnace embers die out. Let the storm beat hard against the glass. Every bit of trouble is going to pass. I will pour another cup to warm the night. Everything we shared is still alright. The raindrops slow their cadence on the sill. The city sleeps, the midnight air is still. Leave your wet coat by the door, my friend, until we sit and talk like this again. whole living room locked tight. A sudden recollection broke the peaceful hush. Steaming herbal tea under lamplight glow. Patter on the porch in a steady rush. Old velvet armchair pulling me in deep. The clock ticks slowly while the neighborhood sleeps. The window pane turns glossy with the dark. Street lamps glow like amber in the wet. Passing headlights cast a silhouette. Down an alleyway, yellow taxi cabs drift by slow. Warm exhaust rises where steady raindrops start to float, soaking every brick along this narrow cobblestone street. Silver brass melodies wander somewhere soft, discreet, washing heavy worries off a long, quiet day. The radiator hums its familiar tune. Water drops make music on the tin roof edge. I shift my tired feet where the carpets lie. Glass beads scatter on the window ledge. Wool blankets resting over folded knees. Outside, rain shakes the cedar trees. Midnight brings a softness to the frosted glass. Clouds turn silver as the heavy storms pass. Time moves gentle when the world grows damp, lighting up the shadows with a reading lamp. The tires splash softly on the avenue. Warm tea cooled down in a ceramic bowl. Sleep comes rolling over right on cue. Rest settles easy on an aged soul. Where do all the lost minutes go when the clock ticks slow? The radiator hums its familiar low tone. I count the steady drips falling off the porch roof edge. A blue velvet cushion holding 50 years of thought. Is anybody really watching? The street lights flicker, the wet pavement gleams like old silk. Thoughts drift like ash from an old stone hearth. The kettle starts to softly whistle. My slippers make a quiet drag across the rug. The dark glass turns into a quiet mirror framed in pine, while silver water traces out a crooked silver line. I fold the evening paper up and set the glasses down, listening as the gentle storm wraps softly around the town. No urgent news can reach us through this curtain made of rain. Just peaceful shadows resting on the polished window pane. Did I remember to check the latch on the porch door? Doesn't matter much now with the porch light glowing yellow. A straight brass button sitting in a wooden bowl. The rain taps out an old waltz on the copper gutter. I wonder if the bakery down the lane opens early tomorrow. Everything smells like damp earth and sweet clove. Mind floating back to a porch in July, then forward to the soup bubbling on the stove. A pendulum swinging in a warm wooden hallway. Nothing needs fixing when the evening grows heavy. The house settles in its timber bones. Raindrops slow down to a lazy cadence. Just the quiet lamp and the fading kettle steam. Good night to to the street. Good night to the rain. Heavy oak legs press deep into the rug tonight, while autumn rain taps rhythms on the window pane. I pour a splash of port and dim the hallway light, and write a note across the years to ease your pain. I see you pacing in that drafty hallway coat, fearing every deadline that the clock might bring. If I could slide this paper in a quiet boat, I'd tell you how the winter always finds its spring. That rainy night you thought the world would pull apart was just a quiet page inside a longer book. You kept the frantic meter in a gentle heart. Forget the borrowed troubles that you mistook. The weather out there softens to a steady hum, so rest your weary shoulders till the morning comes. You thought the silver in your hair would mean defeat, or that the missing answers meant you lost the way. But sitting here in silence where the shadows meet, I love the scars that brought us to this peaceful day. The rain still falls outside the porch, but now it sings. Put down the heavy burdens that you used to carry. Stop checking every horizon for a darker cloud. Life isn't something scary that you have to parry. You made it through the thicket and I'm proud. The ink is dry, the storm is fading to a drizzle now. I leave this letter open on the table tray. Sleep well, young self, you made it through somehow. The midnight rain has washed the fear away. Ember neon spills across the floor, soft and yellow through the glass front door. You set your hat upon the vacant stool and wipe the window with the woolly shawl. I pour a cup and ask if you've come far, while rain beats softly on my rusted car. You nod your head and say the night is long. The midnight jukebox plays a forgotten song. We share a glance without a single lie, just two old souls while thunder passes by. You tell me how the turnpike used to shine before the highway bypassed downtown line. I listen close and stir my cinnamon cream while water washes down the gutter stream. We trade our years in gentle quiet tones and rest our weary weathered aching bones. A stranger turns into a trusted friend until the midnight road begins to bend. The peach lamp casts a soft and golden ring, while radio announcers gently sing. You Pull a pocket watch from deep inside your coat and clear a little gravel from your throat. You tell me that your daughter lives 3 towns away and how you wished you made the trip today. The coffee pot is steaming on the burner coil. A night like this rewards a life of honest toil. No need to hurry out into the gale when 2 old travelers have a quiet tale. Storm slows down, street light flickers blue. I pour another drop for me and you. Good night, my friend, take care along the track. The rain has stopped, there is no turning back. Told me yesterday the old radio was dead, but now it soft sings a waltz while I lie in bed. Out on the porch, a moth beats against yellow glass. Soft rain pools in the garden, washing through the grass. A forgotten saucer catches drips beside the door. Your striped woolen socks lie curled upon the floor. The street lamp casts a long shadow down the hall. The silver thread of water traces past the framed wall. A rusty tin plate rings out each heavy skyward drop, while coffee from this afternoon sits cold inside the pot. The porch light flickers twice before it settles on a glow, and water fills the tire tracks where taxis used to go. I count 6 small wooden buttons in a velvet dish as midnight turns the stormy dark into a gentle wish. You said yesterday the draft would keep us awake, get you sleep soundly now without a sigh or a shake. The radiator clicks like a small copper key. The steam rises slow from my lemon blossom tea. A damp new sheet sits folded on the threshold stone. The hallway clock ticks softly in a quiet tone. The rain taps 3 slow beats against the window pane, then pauses like a stranger stepping off a train. Your reading glasses rest beside an unread page, where bookmark ribbon slumbers in its paper cage. Yesterday you swore the storm would tear the shed away. Now rain just hums us safely into yesterday. A single droplet lands upon the sill. The house is warm and still. Coarse woven tweets, it's heavy on my knees. A threadbare pattern worn down at the cuff. The porch light flickers through the dripping trees, and 60 years of living feels enough. I rub the frayed edge right between my thumb and wait for all the ancient warmth to come. Outside, the gutter spills a steady sound, a rhythm dripping on the pavement ground. A single scent of damp cedar and wool fills up a room that time kept almost full. You stepped into the doorway soaked in small. We shared a kitchen towel against the wall, while coffee boiled and rattled on the grate. And midnight came and went without a date. We laughed at how the storm had wrecked your shoes, with nothing left to win and none to lose. The ribbon on the sleeve still holds your touch, the way you you folded corners back in spring. We never talked about the future much, just listened to the zinc rooftop ring. The rain tonight brings back that kitchen floor, where shoes were stacked beside the basement door. Time pulls the threads until the cloth goes thin, yet every autumn storm brings you back in. I trace the stitching along the pocket seam and wake the heart without breaking the dream. The dark grows softer as the downpour slows. A frayed old cuff is all the one room knows. Good night to 40 years ago tonight. The hallway lamp remains a gentle light. The glow in number 2 shines pale upon the shelf, while rain taps a rhythm to itself. I close my eyes and picture 50 years ahead. A quiet house with patchwork blankets on the bed. We will sit right here with silver in our hair, without a single heavy thought to spare. The teapot will whistle a low jazz tune under the light of an autumn moon. When gray hair replaces the dark in our frame, soft storm water washes the dust from the pane. We will pass a warm teacup and smile at the sound of rain water falling on sweet garden ground. The world outside rushes, but we stay right here, safe in the quiet we built through the years. You will lean your heavy head against my shawl as gentle blue shadows drift across the wall. The record player turns its slow mahogany wheel, playing a song about how lovers feel. No urgent errands will be calling out our name, just steady water trickling down the gutter frame. When gray hair replaces the dark in our frame, soft storm water washes the dust from the pane. We will pass a warm teacup and smile at the sound of rain water falling on sweet garden ground. The world outside rushes, but we stay right here, safe in the quiet we built through the years. Age brings a stillness that youth never knew, a slow dancing rhythm for me and for you. Let it pour down the chimney and soak through the street, while 2 pair of wool slippers rest at our feet. The glowing number 2 stays steady and bright. Another gentle promise in the rainy night. We will be right here, just you and me. This little tin of Swedish matches sits beside my reading glasses on the table. Outside, the dark midnight storm commits to shaking every shutter on the gable. I watch the water beat upon the glass and count the gentle years that softly pass. My tea has cooled down to a quiet steam, while streetlights flicker in a yellow dream. The downpour hums a tempo soft and low. A brassy horn plays quiet on the wire, while memories from 40 years ago begin round my knees and find my comfort in the rain-swept breeze. I tilt the box and hear a wooden slide, just 3 redheads remaining in the dark. There was a time when I kept all my pride in chasing every sudden flame and spark. Now steady warmth is all I really ask, to sit at peace inside my simple task. Let all the late night taxis splash and drift. The younger world can hurry if it must. This quiet corner is a grateful gift, where old clocks' ticks are something I can trust. The rain taps gently on the windowsill. 3 matches rest inside their tin tonight. The cozy room is settled, dark and still. I close my eyes and dim the corner light. A slow city bus squeaks past the corner down below. Its wet rubber brakes making music that we used to know. You take off your hat and sit right where you used to sit. The storm on the window pane is gently doing its bit. The kettle is humming a low and lazy tune. We don't need to hurry or care about the moon. The years took their sweet time to soften up our brows. I still hear the young kid you were back then. Right now, the downpour turns the pavement into polished river stone, while coffee beans are grinding in a cozy jazz club tone. We trade our worn out stories like some ancient copper coins, and watch how quiet laughter warmly fills where memory joins. Your damp coat is hanging by the radiator grate. You always said 11 was a bit too late, but midnight has a softness that the afternoon lacks. So lean your head back on the worn velvet tracks. I poured us 2 fingers with a drop of bitter clove, as heat keeps on rising from the cast iron stove. The downpour turns the pavement into polished river stone, while coffee beans are grinding in a cozy jazz club tone. We trade our worn out stories like some ancient copper coins, and watch how quiet laughter only fills where memory joins. Let the dark clouds cover up the neon down the street. There's nowhere else tonight 2 old companions need to meet. The world outside can hurry through the deluge and the cold. Inside this little room with you, the silence feels like gold. The downpour turns the pavement into polished river stone, while coffee beans are grinding in a cozy jazz club tone. We trade our worn out stories like some ancient copper coins, and watch how quiet laughter warmly fills where memory joins. Don't mind that leak dripping soft into the kitchen pan. Just stay until the morning comes, my dear old friend. You can. The thunder is fading, the world is asleep. We have plenty of gentle memories to keep. Toasted chicory floats through the hallway as drops hit the glass, soft and slow. He turns off the lamp by the doorway and watches the street lights warm glow. The old ticking clock marks the hour, while water runs down off the roof. His coat hangs inside on the brass hook, still heavy with dark autumn rain. He turns one more page in his small book and strokes the dog's coat once again. The storm paints the window in navy. A kettle lets out low hum. The steam rises soft, sweet and wavy. He waits for the calm night to come. Outside, wet red leaves start to bundle. Below where the quiet drains rumble. Outside, all the gardens are drowning. The hydrangeas bend to the dirt. He smiles at the sky without frowning, unbuttoning his woolen shirt. The world has gone quiet and steady, just water against glass and stone. He remembers the days when he ran in the downpour, with boots full of mud and a grin on his face. Now he sits with his tea by the dark kitchen back door and rests in the quiet of this gentle place. The midnight rain washes the street clean. He folds up his paper to rest. The house falls asleep in the dim green. The storm gives the city its best. The quiet house was settling down until a sudden notion clicked. I wondered if I'd turn the back porch latch or let it slide. Outside the glass, a silver stream of midnight water dripped. The wet street lamps glow yellow where the dark maple branches hide. Soft brass plays slow from a wood radio nearby. Rain taps the sill while the velvet curtains gently sigh. A forgotten raincoat hangs drenched against the wall, while dark water runs down the gutter in the street. A quiet blue teacup rests waiting in the hall, where velvet slip-ons warm two tired resting feet. The storm sings softly to the parlor down below. A fog creeps thick across the porch and coats the iron rail. The old cat blinks slow from his corner on the rug. The steam rises gently from a copper kitchen pail. The room stays cozy while the dark sky pulls its plug. Clouds roll heavy through the sleepy center town. Streetlights flicker as the steady drops pour down. Every wet shingle hums a cozy minor key. Safe inside the parlor, just the storm and me. The clock ticks slow. Rain on the pane. We watch it flow. Night takes the lane. Why does the dark turn everything into an old story? The downpour taps 3 quick beats. The sill. I wonder if the cat's down on Elm Street found a dry porch. My tea's lukewarm now, half forgotten by the reading lamp. The clock ticks slow, like somebody walking through wet leaves. I kept the yellow porch light on just in case. A tire splashed 2 blocks away. heading north. I thought about that blue wool sweater you lost in Chicago. Maybe it ended up in a shop with brass handles. Maybe it just dissolved in the damp midnight air. The gutters hum a melody from '64, while streetlights cast their amber on the parlor floor. A forgotten letter rests inside the oak drawer, unread since winter settled by the eastern shore. Did we ever return that borrowed garden rake? The neighbor moved to Oregon back in May. Now the rain washes the dust off the copper roof. I should turn the calendar page, but July looks nice. The steam on the glass makes small silver rivers down the pane. Thought follows thought like droplets merging on the ledge. No need to fix the roof tonight, no need to clear the hedge. The world is soft and heavy under autumn clouds. I listen to the rhythm of the quiet crowds of water. The gutters hum a melody from '64, while streetlights cast their amber on the parlor floor. A forgotten letter rests inside the oak drawer, unread since winter settled by the eastern shore. Who taught the storm to tap like that on glass? Nobody answers in the midnight hours past. Just the kettle cooling down, just the quiet in this town. This velvet armchair sinks into the floor, holding my bones while rain beats on the glass. I write to you beside the garden door, watching the quiet midnight hours pass. You were so eager pacing through the hall, afraid the world was slipping from your hands. The storm outside is tapping soft and slow, and there is something you were meant to know. The world does not collapse because you rest. The silver hair comes slowly with the grace. You saved every penny, did your very best, and found a quiet home inside this place. So put the worries in the drawer tonight, and let the rain clean out the yellow light. You thought every mistake would break the frame. You stayed awake till 3 to fix the lease. You burned yourself to build a quiet name, forgetful that the end of toil is peace. Look at me, sitting safely in the dark. The room is warm, the kettle on the stove. The world does not collapse because you rest. The silver hair comes slowly with the grace. You saved every penny, did your very best, and found a quiet home inside this place. So put the worries in the drawer tonight, and let the rain clean out the yellow light. Forgive the young man weeping in his coat. He did not know the road was paved in gold. Every panic letter that he wrote was just a prayer for growing warm and old. Stop worrying about that brass key. The door's open all along. The chair holds us both now. Listen to the rain fall down. Just rest now, kid. Good night. Yeah. Warm honey glass tints the diner counter, soft golden light on a rainy street. You shake the water off your dark gray coat and nod toward the empty vinyl seat. The clock behind the register reads 9:10. We share a polite smile, taking our time. The rain taps gentle rhythms on the glass as city buses roll on slow and deep. You ask me if I think the storm will pass before the tired world falls fast asleep. A stranger offers stories from a forgotten train, while silver puddles shimmer through the window pane. We trade our quiet memories over porcelain cups until the heavy downpour finally slows its pace and stops. Two travelers finding shelter in a midnight frame. You mention how you used to play trombone in summer parks when you were 22. I tell you how I hate to walk alone when clouds turn everything a faded blue. The waitress fills our mugs without a word. The softest conversation ever heard. The rain taps gentle rhythms on the glass as city buses roll on slow and deep. You ask me if I think the storm will pass before the tired world falls fast asleep. A stranger offers stories from a forgotten train, while silver puddles shimmer through the window pane. We trade our quiet memories over porcelain cups until the heavy downpour finally slows its pace and stops. Two travelers finding shelter in a midnight frame. No pains were traded, no addresses exchanged, just two old souls watching the weather shift. Sometimes a simple evening feels rearranged when kindness arrives like an unexpected gift. You pay your tab and button up your coat. I nod goodbye and watch you step outside. Warm honey light keeps the darkness afloat on a rainy night where two strangers coincide. Yesterday you swore the storm would pass us by. Now water beads against the screen door mesh. A forgotten saucer catches leaking skylight drops, and cool damp air turns vintage cotton fresh. The yellow cat sleeps curled inside my woolen rug. A faint blue spark glows behind the radio tube. The gutter sings its heavy, steady chime. We count the evening by the passing time. A brass latch rattles while the pavement turns to glass. Dark pine boughs shimmer as the midnight shadows pass. Soft tires hum down on the avenue below. We trace wet patterns where the street lamp heaters glow. The copper teapot starts to whistle low and sweet. A quiet blanket covers both our resting feet. The silver teaspoon clinks inside a porcelain mug. A faded stamp peels on a letter from last spring. Outside, a pane, a soaked brown sparrow hides its head, while old floorboards make a friendly creaking ring. Your woolen socks are drying on the wicker chair. The scent of clove and cinnamon floats through the air. A brass latch rattles shadows while the pavement turns to glass. Dark pine boughs shimmer as the midnight shadows pass. Soft tires hum down on the avenue below. We trace wet patterns where the street lamp heaters glow. The copper teapot starts to whistle low and sweet. A quiet blanket covers both our resting feet. The storm outside just washes off the dusty glass, leaving small gray pebbles on the courtyard grass. You turn a page and sigh without a single sound, while steady raindrops gently soften up the ground. One small clock ticks upon the mantel shelf. The house is talking softly to itself. The rain taps against the cellar door. We do not need much more. Frayed cotton flannel rubs against my thumb, soft as the static on a tube radio. Out on the glass, the heavy raindrops trim, washing the avenue in amber glow. I close my eyes and catch the faint perfume of wet cedar wood and vintage sweet tobacco, taking me straight back to a smaller room. 50 long winters and a world ago. The grandfather clock ticks slow and deep, counting the shadows where the old days sleep. A single brass button sparkles in the dark, kindling an ancient unforgettable spark. You wore this jacket when the cloudburst hit our street, running for cover where the trolley tracks would meet. We shared a newspaper over cold lemon tea, laughing at storm clouds that had chased us from the sea. Now 60 years later, while the gutter overflows, that young summer evening comes back before it goes. Rough woven wool still holds a thread of blue, stitching together every scene we made. I hear your laughter like you are standing in the room, telling me promises that never fade. Down on the driveway, puddles pool and gleam, reflecting street lamps like a painted dream. Memory trickles like the runoff from the eaves, drifting past autumn and the fallen maple leaves. I trace the frayed hem where your fingers used to rest, safe in the quiet of this warm and cozy nest. The storm settles down into a steady hush, resting my chin against the flannel brush. Sleep arrives gently as the night grows late. The old coat is waiting by the iron gate. The little red four blinks softly on the mantle. A low hum of thunder rolls across the bay. I picture us sitting here 30 winters later, with silver in our hair and nothing left to say. The glass on the window bears 1,000 drops of rain, while you stir your warm milk in a heavy porcelain cup. We will listen to the gutters hum a slow tempo, wrapped in flannel blankets that have worn down thin. Every ticking second moves like soft river water, welcoming the dark night in. Decades from tonight, the storm will knock upon our glass. wicker chairs and let the hours pass, sharing quiet secrets while the city lights grow dim, counting every raindrop falling softly off the brim. Your hands will have grown frail with years of making tea. My knees will complain when the autumn breezes blow. Yet here in the dim light of future midnight storms, we will find the peace we gathered long ago. The rug will be threadbare right beside the reading lamp, and rain will play its tune upon the windowsill. Time turns the quiet pages of a book we love to read, stripping off the rush of youth to leave us what we need. Just a soft wool sweater and a partner in the dark, listening to the thunder leave a slow and steady mark. Decades from tonight, the storm will knock upon our glass. We will rock in wicker chairs and let the hours pass, sharing quiet secrets while the city lights grow dim, counting every raindrop falling softly off the brim. The mental clock ticks on past 4. The summer rain falls outside the door. We are already sitting there, years down the line, safe in the dark, forever yours and